she's trying to move on from that rude comment that Beyonce made, but I feel like you built your career through bullying, fear, and intimidation. What caused the feud between Janet Jackson and Beyonce? What's up, my beautiful soul family? How's everybody doing today? I got a request from one of my supporters to look into the feud between Janet Jackson and Beyonce. From my understanding, they used to give each other prompts until I think Beyonce made some kind of rude comment about the Jackson 5 that Janet didn't like. So one of my supporters asked me if I could look into how they feel about each other, what they think about each other, and what happened in their feud. You know what I mean? So, of course, before I start my reading, I need to put out my disclaimer. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Everything I state in this video is just my interpretation of the cards. Nothing I state in this video have been proven to be fact as of now. So now that we've got the sage lit and we got that disclaimer out the way, I'm going to shuffle these cards and we're going to look into the feud between Janet Jackson and Beyonce. Alright, so let's pull the cards and let's see if we get the answers that we see. Okay, so you got the Knight of Cups reversed. Somebody that was talking maliciously. The Queen of Cups reversed. Let me see, somebody that was kind of rude and disrespectful or sarcastic about it. Somebody that, let me see here. I'm seeing a lot of reverse cards. Let me see here. Let me pull the cards and then I can tell you guys what exactly this is talking about real quick. Let me see here. I feel like, alright. Okay, so let me see here. Alright. I'm not sure what Beyonce said about the Jackson 5. I just know that they said, I think it was something like saying that her family, no, I think it was more like a family insult. She said something about how her family, she'd been working since she was young too or something like that, but her family didn't make her abuse her to pay their bills, something like that, which was trying to make a reference that the Jacksons, Jackson's parents used them to pay their bills or something like that. So what I'm seeing here is that it was an insult. Like that insult kind of rubbed Janet the wrong way is what I'm seeing. That was kind of disrespectful, you know what I mean, and rude of her to comment and say, you know what I mean, that was kind of like maybe not respecting the people that came before her a bit. Also, it implied that her parents used them as like workhorses and things like that to get luxury and get the finer things. You know what I mean? It was very critical and sarcastic of Beyonce to say. At least this is what I think Janet feels, allegedly for entertainment purposes, when she doesn't know what she's talking about. And I think Janet felt like last she checked, Beyonce was obsessed with them. You know what I mean? Like obsessed with trying to get to the status that they was trying to get to. Like she looked up to them. They're her idols. So how dare she sit up there and try to slander and bash her just because she feel like she got some fame herself, allegedly. This caused that rift between them, you know what I mean? Let me see. So the high priestess was that it was some kind of hidden truth involved. Next to it, you got some kind of greediness, you got some kind of possessiveness, or some kind of... I think it was in poor taste. Janet felt like that comment was in very poor taste. Let me see here. They worked extremely hard, overworked to the point of exhaustion. You know what I mean? At least we worked hard for our career. This is what I'm feeling like in the cards. You know what I mean? We worked hard. We earned it. We earned our career. You know what I mean? And we had more stable foundations. We're not. We didn't earn our career by bullying and intimidating people, and because of who we were married and who we're sleeping with. I feel like this is Janet's feelings on Beyonce from that comment, allegedly for entertainment purposes, of course. Let me see. So I'm gonna pull. Yeah. I'm gonna pull some more cards. You know what I mean? And okay, wait. I'm feeling some more stuff. I feel like Janet feels like some more stuff. kind of like it was very insulting. You know what I mean? Let me see here. But feeling like our parents loved us and we actually wanted to work. We wanted to be a part of show business. You know what I mean? We had a lot of our parents made sure we had options. You know what I mean? We didn't have to lay on our back to get to the top like you. This is what I'm feeling like. She felt like, let me see here. Trying to imply that we got our fame, that our parents rode us to fame and fortune, and the only reason we won was because we were some kind of slaves to our parents. Let me see here. When you're delusional and dizzy, I feel like Janet feels like her family earned their status. You know what I mean? And Beyonce didn't. Beyonce more so opened her legs to get to her status. This is what I just like. I feel like the cards keep saying. Of course, I think Janet tried to be professional and not really, voice her thoughts on Beyonce's comment and statement. You know what I mean? But it was just very egotistical, Beyonce, to say it, very self-centered. You know what I mean? When your career doesn't compare to ours. That's the way I think she feels like, especially her brothers. Like, your career don't compare to mine, and if anything, I'm your role model. So how are you going to talk about me? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, I think she's trying to move on from that rude comment that Beyonce made, but I feel like she feels like Beyonce, you know what I mean, made a wrong choice to say that about her family. Let me see here. So you got the Nine of Wands also, which talk. Yeah, they worked hard to have options. You know what I mean? Our parents made sure that we had options, that we had something solid. You know what I mean? If you wasn't married to Jay-Z, I feel like she feels like if you wasn't married to Jay-Z, you would have long fizzled out the spotlight. Stop trying to turn your nose up at us and trying to be critical and think that you know what I mean, you've made your own career when you didn't. Your father literally made your career. Let me see here. Page of Cups. Yeah, you naive and you like a child even to this day. Wow. Wow. Whoa. That's pretty. Yeah. She just feels like she's delusional to think, you know what I mean? Because she's not on the same level. She really do think she's a legend, and she's not a legend like they is. Let me see here. Yeah, you built your career through bullying, fear, and intimidation, not out of actual talent like we did. Let me see here. It's still that you trying to talk through ego. Let me see here. Many people helped you get to where you was at, and now you want to front and be weird. You know what I mean? We didn't have no handouts. Our whole family worked, you know what I mean, to make sure we were good, including my parents. Wow, Janet feels some type of way. I'm channeling Janet's emotions. Like I said, Janet feels some type of way about her saying that. Let me see here. Let me see. I'm seeing childhood. Yeah, that is correct. We did. My family have been working since they were children. You know what I mean, to build our career. Let me see here. We didn't have no other choice. But at least we actually love each other and care about each other. You see, you got the Queen of Wands. You got the Emperor reverse. Your father. Oh wait, let me see. The Emperor reverse. Yeah, I feel like maybe her husband. Yeah. Okay, I got it. With it. Our family had no choice, our whole family, at least we loved each other. We were all getting the bag together. At least we could come together and love on each other. You got to where you is because of who your husband is. Your husband is a violent bully that intimidates people, starts fighting with people, and helps you cheat to get your way to the top. You know what I mean? He don't even actually love you. Yeah, you famous because of who you married. And you stole a lot of my ideas and my creativity. You stole a lot of it. So how you going to talk about me? I love your mentality where you think that you could be conniving and smart and critical like that when you imitated a lot of my style. Yeah. Allegedly, of course. I was your blueprint. Let me see here. Some kind of injustice, and you got the King of Pentacles. Yeah, I was your blueprint. My brother was your blueprint. We've been famous since before you were born. You looked up to us. Wow. I mean, yeah. I mean, this. I'm getting that this is what Spirit is saying. So I'm feeling a little bit of anger. So I'm guessing that's where that's coming from. So I don't know. Like I said, if I'm channeling Janet's emotions, but this is what Spirit's telling me, allegedly. Let me see here. Competition. You've always been in competition with us. You wish you could be on our level. You wish you could build the skills we got. You know what I mean? Just let it go because, let me see here. Just let it go because, Let me see. Just let it go because you're still a rookie in the game compared to us. Ooh. Okay. We had the world at our fingertips at one point. Like I said, you where you at because of the ties you made, who you married. You know what I mean? And by ruthless means, you're not as talented as us. So please, I feel like it's a thing where it's keep our name out your mouth. Now this is, like I said, this is the way that my gut was saying it. So I said it. I channeled it the way my gut was saying it. Tell me what you guys think. Do you guys think that maybe Beyonce just misspoke? You know what I mean? And just didn't think about how rude her comment was? Or do you think she deliberately meant to be kind of condescending? Thank you, my beautiful soul family, for tuning in. I'll see y'all in the next video. Have a good one, my babies.